Hey everyone, it's FB here with a cast of Gamers Assembly 2016. This is a LAN event that's taking place in Poitiers, France over the weekend, and which is hosting 3 different Trackmania tournaments. I will mainly be focusing on casting the tech event, but running at the same time there's also a dirt and a full speed tournament, which I hope to at least be able to cast the finals of tomorrow. And we are waiting for the first phase to begin. Actually it's starting right now, so while we have a very little amount of time, let's go through some information about this event. And starting with the format. First off will be a time attack phase played on 2 randomly picked maps from the map pack, which is consisting of 5 maps. Your combined total time after the 2 maps have been played will determine your ranking and also your seeding into the playoff bracket. Then for the playoff, it will be played in double elimination and using cup mode with finalists, which means that you play to a set point limit, which is going to be either 100 or 120 for the later matches. And once you reach that limit, you get a finalist status, which means you have to take first in a round to secure your position. Each match will have 4 people playing against each other, with the top 2 players always advancing to the next round. And eventually, first and second place out of the winner bracket will receive bonus points going into the grand final. And for this event, there's quite a bit of prize money that will be handed out to the winners. First place will go home with 1,000 euro, second place will get 600 euro, third place will win 400 euro, and lastly, fourth place in the grand final will receive 200 euro. And this event is, besides ESWC, the oldest offline event that's still hosting Trackmania tournaments, with the French player Carl winning the first 2 events in 2010 and 2011. Then another French player in Yo-Yo was able to repeat what Carl did, as he won the event back-to-back as well in 2012 and 2013. In 2014 though, Tween broke the French winning streak as he was able to win in front of Kronos, who followed up that second place by winning the event last year and thus is the defending champion. Now let's skip the schedule now, since we are actually live into the time attack. There was a bit of a delay in the start and then suddenly they just started the time attack, so missed the first minute here or so, but hope that's okay. So yeah, the time attack will be played on 2 maps, 10 minutes on each of them, and we are currently following Kronos, the defending champion. So let's take a closer look at Kronos here. So he plays for Against All Authority, uses camera 2 and a gamepad when he plays. And besides his Gamers Assembly achievements, he took 5th place at ESWC last year, came extremely close to qualifying to the grand final. So we'll see if he can defend his title here at Gamers Assembly. And then I would say the other main favorite at this event is Tween. He plays for Esuba and uses camera 2 and keyboard, and Tween is from Slovakia. And as you can see, he got a lot of offline achievements, took 2nd at ESWC in 2011, 2012 and 2014. Last year he won the Nest and took 3rd at ESWC. And then besides these 2 players, we also have another former champion, I believe at least. Let's see if I can find Yo-Yo. Yes, there he is. So here is Yo-Yo, as I mentioned, won Gamers Assembly in 2012 and in 2013. And he's also been very successful at ESWC, taking 3rd in 2010, 2011 and 2014. Last year though, only finished at 9th place. So we've got 7 minutes left on the clock. Right now in the time attack on the first track, Kronos in the lead with 101.18, and then Bergie is at 2nd also with 0.18, although there are milliseconds. So Kronos with a slightly faster time. Let's go through some of the other players. Here's another noteworthy player. It's Kappa from Czech Republic, drives for Planet Key Dynamics and uses camera 1 and keyboard. And Kappa took 2nd at District Prague in 2013, and then last year took 6th at ESWC 2015. Definitely a worthy contender, and I think many would not be surprised if we saw Kappa in the grand final as well. Kronos still in the lead here, Berg at 2nd, Yo-Yo has now gone up to 3rd place as we continue going through some of these players. See if I can find the next person, which would be Massa. Where is he? Is Massa not? Okay, there he is. It's at 1st place. That's why I can find him. So here is Massa from Germany. Plays for Against All Authority now. Of course, Massa, how to say, controversial player perhaps, a bit of a bad boy of the scene. He plays with camera 2 and gamepad, and his achievements include 9th at ESWC 2014 and 5th at the Nest 2015. So Massa now in the lead as we have 6 minutes left on the clock. As we continue going through these players. I guess I can go through one more for this map and then I'll save the rest for the next map. So here is Onyo, also a German player, plays for Mouse Sports, uses camera 2 and gamepad. And Onyo took first place at ESL EPS Germany in 2011 as his first offline achievement. And then he took second at ESWC 2012 for Trackmania 2 Canyon. And he also won Gamers Assembly the next year in Trackmania 2 Canyon. Last year in ESWC, he took 8th place. So we got a couple of more player profiles to go through, but let's focus on the time attack now on the first map. Kronos has taken over first place, 101.04. And also I suppose I can show you a quick look of the map that we are currently playing on. So this is Crayview by MD Point and Kappa. The world record is 1 minute 81 hundredths and 8 thousandths by Tween. So Kronos not quite there yet to beat that time. And second place is Kronos with 0.86, Massa with 0.89, Yo-Yo with 0.93 and Renu with 0.97. Those are the 5 fastest times. So Crayview currently being played. And we'll still have 4 minutes left to be played on this map. So let's go back in game. See if Kronos is still in the lead. No, Kappa has now taken over the lead. So we soon have only 4 minutes left on the clock. So again, your total time will determine the ranking and the seeding into the playoff bracket. So currently, Planky Dynamics Kappa in the lead, 101.04. Kronos also with 0.04. And then Tween with 0.12 at the moment. Kappa will try to improve his time, as I can put on the live infos here. You can see a bit better how well the players are doing. Let's go to Tween as he's trying to take over first place. You see now he's 3 thousandths behind the first time. Will lose a couple of hundreds though in the next checkpoint. But still on a good pace as he regains that loss in the next checkpoint. Almost hit the pillar. 11 hundredths behind now in the next one. Not sure if this will be it for Tween. Needs to have a very strong finish, but instead loses his grip in the quarter pipe and not able to make it over the jump. So Kappa still in the lead, Kronos at second, Tween at third, Massa dropping down to fourth. See Bergie improving his time, 101.15 will pass Massa. 6th place, oh wait a minute, Yo-Yo is now in the lead. 101.00 by Yo-Yo, still not a time under 101. But perhaps it will still come as we have 2 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock. Against all authorities, Yo-Yo currently in the lead on the first map. As he's forced to retire. Will anyone beat his time? Currently we got Kappa at second, Kronos at third, Tween at fourth, Berg at fifth, Link has gone up to 6th place, Massa at 7th, Corey at 8th, Zoom at 9th, Onyo at 10th, Symbios at 11th, Coco at 12th, Scream at 13th, Cappuccino at 14th, Silver at 15th, and Asper at 16th place. And as you can see, we got 46 players driving in this event, which I believe is a new record for Gamers Assembly. So lots of players participating. And Yo-Yo still in the lead. Let's go to Kappa. He's at the beginning. Kronos also at the beginning. Tween though. He seems to also be in the beginning. So all players at the top. Oh, as we see Coco with a good time. Coco actually a very interesting player. I guess I can show you him now since we're following him. So Coco plays for Against All Authority from France. He took second at Gamers Assembly 2013 in Trackmania 2 Canyon. 9th next year in Stadium, and then 5th at ESWC France in 2015. But he got really good times though, I've noticed, on these tracks. So perhaps Coco is a bit of a dark horse. Currently at 5th place. Yo-Yo though still in the lead. Kappa with 1 minute 25 seconds left on the clock, still trying to take over that first place, but he's still in a good position though. Will get a high seeding most likely, unless he doesn't finish the second track with a good time. That actually happened to Tween in ESWC last year. He was not able to set a good time on the second map, I believe. So that meant that Tween got a low seeding going into the playoff, and that led to him and Carl Jr. playing already in the first round. So that could be the case. As we see the players riding the GGs, so that means that they can no longer set an improvement. 45 seconds left on the clock. Tween is on its last attempt. Will he pass Yo-Yo here, who is still in the lead? Kappa at second, and then Tween hits the pole, so he will not improve his time. He will finish at fourth or worse in case someone beats him. Let's go for the overview look. See who still are playing. Silver is still playing. Corey, no, Silver, oh, he's still driving and he will finish. Don't know if that was an improvement. Silver at 16th place. See the finish here to the left. Corey is also getting closer to it. Where is he? Here he is at 9th place. Corey will not improve his time, so he will stay at the position he has. You see Zadok's cousin and Kaori all finishing attempts. Massa will crash and Renew will finish. But he will not get on the first page though. Renew at 18th place. But that's gonna be the end of the first map. Yo-Yo with the fastest time, 101.00 in front of Kappa with 0.04 and Kronos with 0.04 as well. And these times will be added up, and then we'll play one more track to get the full results for the players. Again, the tournament is a bit delayed. I'm not at the event, so it's hard for me to keep track of the delays, but hopefully though we can have a smooth tournament after this time attack is over. Alright, so moving on to the second map. 10 more minutes for the players, so let's take a closer look at this map. It's Spark by Sparko. Once again, the world record by Tween, 101.455. Tween, in fact, having all the world records except on one track, to my knowledge at least. It's possible he also got that time. So on this track, Tween with the world record as mentioned, Kronos then at second with 0.52, Massa with 0.52 as well at third place, Silver then with fourth place with 0.59, and Coco at fifth with 0.62. So Silver and Coco with good times on this track. Both being outsiders, could perhaps do well. So we are live into the second map. Let's go through the players I didn't go through on the first one, and let's start with this guy. It's Bergie for Team Dignitas, hailing from Norway. Plays with camera 2 and an Xbox 360 gamepad. And Bergie took third at World Cyber Games 2009. That shows how long he's been in the scene. Then he won EastWC in 2010 and took fourth at EastWC 2013, and then last year took 13th place at EastWC 2015. I believe this is his first appearance at Gamers Assembly. And besides these achievements, I believe he's also won the Gathering, the Norwegian LAN that usually takes place at the same time as Gamers Assembly. So that's Bergie. Let's go to another player. Here is Renew, as I briefly mentioned on the first map. He is teammate with Kappa from Germany. Drives for Planet Key Dynamics. Uses camera 3 and a Logitech Rumble pad when he plays. I also used to use that gamepad when I was a driver. And this is Renew's first offline event actually, but he is definitely a good player online, so could perhaps be a contender. 8 minutes left on the clock. Right now Kronos in the lead, 101.81, Kappa 0.82 and Bergie 0.91. As I continue going through some players, here's another person. It's Zoom, another Against All Authority player from France, uses camera 2 and keyboard, and Zoom took 4th place at Gamers Assembly 2014 when Tween took home the title ahead of Kronos and Haki Jr. So Zoom could also perhaps reach far in this event. Alright, got a couple of more players to show. Hopefully I can get through them all. Here is Shorty from Germany, plays for Euronix Gaming and not for Denmark, as he has a Danish flag for some reason. Shorty though plays with camera 2 and an Xbox 360 gamepad, and his first offline event was the Nest last year, where he was able to take 2nd place behind Tween. And by the way, the grand final of that event was insane. The last round especially was out of this world. Shorty very close to defeating Tween at that event. Alright, I already showed Coco. Did I show Aswer? I'm not sure. I don't think I did. So let's go to Aswer if I can find him. Here is Aswer. From Against All Authority and also from France. He uses gamepad when he plays. And his best achievement is 3rd place at EWC France in 2014. And let's go to another French player. Here is Link, my teammate actually. Another French player as mentioned. Plays for Water Bottle, the former Team Acer team. Uses camera 2 and a PlayStation 3 gamepad, and this is also Link's first offline event. Alright, and that's all the players I had prepared the player cards for. There are of course a lot more players driving, and a lot of them are definitely noteworthy players and could do well here. But kind of had to minimize how many cards I made because we have a lot of players participating. Kronos, one of them, not in the lead anymore. His teammate Yo-Yo will pass him with a time of 101.75, but Kronos seems to be on a good attempt. 900s in front of Yo-Yo's time. So Kronos could regain his lead here. It's coming up to the ending of this map. Very important that you keep your gear in this drop. Keep your upper gear so you keep your speed through this turn. Kronos seems to be doing that well. 500s in front. No landing bug in the end, and Kronos regains the lead. 101.57. That is a great time by Kronos. 4th best time actually in total. So very, very good time coming out of Kronos. As I see Kappa actually having a good time here. 0.60 in the Dedimania, so I should probably update that. The times are of course getting improved at the event as well, so we'll have to update those times. So Kappa at 3rd place. He did fairly well on the first map if I remember correctly. So should get a good seed with this performance. We see Renew now at 5th place. He only took 18th I believe on the first map, so he will be able to improve his rank quite a lot. Let's get Kappa to the end, as we do see a bit of stuttering on the server. Perhaps that is because of the amount of players. Hopefully that will not be the case for the playoff matches. But yeah, last time I was at Gamers Assembly, the internet connection was actually pretty bad for being an a LAN event. So perhaps that is the reason why it's stuttering a bit here for Kappa, as he will retire that round. And at the same time we see Massa with an improvement, 101.58. It's a great time from Massa as well. He did not improve his personal record though, that is 0.52, but very close to it as he goes for another attempt. Oh, but that lead did not last for long. Kronos back in the lead once again, 0.57. We got Kappa at 4, Tween at 5th place, Renew at 6, Berge at 7, Symbios at 8, Cappuccino at 9th, Link at 10th, Onyo at 11th, Woot for Team Q at 12th place, Coco at 13th, Kaori at 14th, Angelo at 15th, and Scream currently at 16th place, as Kronos will retire that round. Let's go to Tween. 1600s in front of Kronos time. This could be a monster time by Tween coming up to the ending. Oh, but he loses almost his whole lead to the next checkpoint. Bad ending from Tween, but it might still be enough though. No, it will not. Oh, actually it will. 0.57 by Tween, the same exact time by Kronos. So they are actually sharing that first place at the moment. But Tween, 1600s in front. He knows that he lost a lot there at the end. Very unfortunate, but still a good time though coming out of Tween, who of course got the world record on this track. So he knows it well. Here is Yo-Yo. Did really well on the first map. Took first, so oh, hits the wall straight ahead, so we'll have to retire. 2 minutes 44 seconds left on the clock. Will anyone beat Tween's and Kronos time? That is the question. Let's go to Bergie as he's trying another attempt. Did okay on the first map. So he's also doing pretty well here on the second, so should get a good seeding. And I think we are going to avoid what happened at EWC when Tween had that lacking performance on the second map, and that meant we had Tween and Call Jr. playing in the first round. Don't think we'll have anything like that. Although with this many players, I suppose at least maybe one match will be pretty stacked. We'll have to choose which one I want to cast. All right, Bergie is still doing well in this attempt. 1400s in front of or behind Tween's time. Oh, but then he hits the pole. Here is Massa, third place, only 100 of a second behind. So he could still definitely take that first place, but time is running low. Soon less than 1 minute to go, so Massa could maybe, if he finishes this one, I think he will get one more attempt. So this is it now for Massa. Already got a good placement, but of course wanting more. 200s in front as he then clips the wall. So he's gonna go for his last attempt now, I believe. Let's go to someone else. Here is Kappa. He's in a pretty deep attempt. He's in the checkpoint. 100 behind. Kappa on a good pace. Currently at 5th place with .82. This could definitely be an improvement. Still doing well, but the last couple turns though, definitely challenging as he goes too wide, and that's gonna be it for Kappa. Let's go for the overview look now, and let's travel to the end to see which players will finish. Lorelei for Easy Killer will finish. Don't know if that was an improvement. He's at 40th place. Will anyone else improve their times? Here comes Last Decor. Orcs Esport will finish. Onyo is on a late attempt. He's only at 12th place. Can he improve his time? Here we go. Onyo, .83. He goes up to 7th place with 15 seconds left on the clock. Shorty is also coming to the ending here. He's not doing so well in the second map. Needs to improve the time, and he will. 1 minute 2 seconds by Shorty. And that will be the last player. Scream, very close to finishing, but I don't think he reached it in time. So that's gonna be the end of the time attack seeding of Gamers Assembly 2016. Tween and Kronos will share the first place on the second map. Yo-Yo won the first, and the times will now be calculated by the admin and then updated at the results site. Exclamation point results in my chat, and you'll get to that page. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a break now. This schedule is not up to date since we had some delays. As you can see, the Winner Bracket 16 finals is scheduled to start at 2, which is in 8 minutes. I don't think it's gonna start in 8 minutes, but it's probably gonna start a bit quicker than intended. So as soon as the admin has calculated the times, I think we'll start the Winner Bracket 16 finals. So that's what's coming up. Let me just update something here. And yeah, there will be a bit of a waiting time now until we continue the tournament, so stay tuned.